Hello, everyone. So, this has been an interesting week in the Appleford channel debacle, whatever you might want to call it. Because it's definitely no longer the legacy space that Jenny meant for it to be and created it specifically to be. But this week has been insane. We've seen some very short shorts. Well, I've seen comments about vasectomies and vasectomy reversals. I have seen just some really funny things. But tonight, I just wanted to talk about a few things that I noticed from Kyle's recent video this evening. So, what we can confirm, based on the video, is that Kyle does plan to move to Arizona. So, he will be taking his children naturally with him, which means that the children won't have ready access to Jenny's family anymore. So, according to him, they'll have to figure out how to navigate holidays and special traditions and things. But everyday life, of course, will now occur in Arizona. So, my heart does go out to Jenny's family. I imagine that they must be really heartbroken at this time, to first have lost Jenny and now to know that her children will be a state away and they won't have easy access to them. That must be really heartbreaking for them. And so, if by any chance they happen to watch my videos, I just want to express how sorry I am for you that your grandchildren or your niece and nephew, or your family members that you love are no longer going to be close to you. And that was really sad. That's really sad. Another thing that we saw in the video, was Kyle continuing to talk about his relationship, with Britt, despite the fact that many commenters, have expressed frustration and confusion and anger about this issue. As anyone can see in the multiple comments, that are often labeled as trolls by other viewers, or yeah. So, but if you go back through any number of at least the last 10 videos, you'll see multiple negative comments about the change in the direction of the video. Excuse me, of the YouTube platform. And so, he is doubling down and continues to post that relationship and how perfect and wonderful it is and all the great, wonderful things. And tonight, I'm sure it was a happy surprise for many of you. He even talked about going to figure out if he's going to rent a tux or buy one and all those kind of things. And it made me feel like, how crazy is it going to be to see his wedding actually posted on Jenny's legacy page? Because 100% my thought is that that is going to be broadcast on her page, like, without question. Everybody, most reasonable people, as I've said before, think it's great for Kyle to move on. Like, I think he should find happiness in whoever he might be able to find happiness in, and hopefully is for the best for his children. And that's not the issue here. As I've explained so many times, and as other people have explained in comments multiple times, it has nothing to do with his happiness and has everything to do with this kind of content continuing to be posted in a sacred space that Jenny built specifically for her children to look back upon and to demonstrate how she so bravely fought cancer and tried to be there for them. And now we're mixing that with conversations about tuxedos and weddings and kids spending time with new families at Easter and just all kind of stuff all mixed together, or it's blended, as Kyla likes to say. And it is something to behold, that's for sure. What I thought was really interesting was that Kyle did share what is purported from him to be a letter from Jenny that he suddenly found like 2.5 years after she passed away. And we cannot independently verify that this letter was actually written by her outside of him saying so. Because the letter wasn't shown, the card wasn't shown, the writing inside the card wasn't shown. Um, but right in the next clip after, he did show his ice cream. So, ice cream, not as valuable as the viewer seeing the card. That's a little bit more valuable. So, but yeah, so big news is that Kyle is leaving California and heading over to be with his new love in Arizona. And I do wish the children well. I would hope that everything would go great for the children. I know that a lot of people are sad that they haven't seen the kids on camera, and that was a big part of the reason why a lot of people and a lot of you probably did watch. And so only their backs are showing now. So a lot of the value of the videos, in my opinion, is um, changing along with the change of the direction of the channel. Um, so, anyways, check it out or not. Either way, it's your decision. Um, but that's basically my feelings on this. And sounds like Kyle has some more conversations he needs to have with Jenny's family about moving. So sounds like all those haven't happened quite yet. So we wish you the best, Kyle, in those conversations. I'm sure that you still have a great relationship with them, so they shouldn't be too hard to have. So that's great. Also, if you haven't seen, I do have a video up about the GoFundMe. And that's just factual, just fact, not speculation. So you'll want to check that out. And then tomorrow, I will be releasing a video about the misuse of GoFundMe funds and what the legal implications of those are. And I'll be quickly highlighting a couple cases that that of GoFundMe misuse. And so you certainly would like to see that tomorrow because it's very interesting to see what happens to people who misuse GoFundMe funds. And so please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And as always, thank you for being here. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next video.